Hi everyone, I'm Marie and we are coming to you live from Living Felt because it's Happy Woolly Wednesday! Oh, happy Wednesday wherever you are. We are so glad that you are joining us today. I am here with the most magical of fairies in all of Woolly Wonderland, and today we have some new goodies to share with you. These gals, I want you to know, have been working diligently, very hard, bringing out all the fairy dust to bring to life what we're going to share with you today, and I'm so grateful that you're here with us. So make sure you say hi over here in the chat. This is an interactive hour. This is your opportunity to share, chime in, let us know what you think. And everyone who participates in the live chat gets entered to win a prize. But if you're catching the replay, you can also comment down below. So on that note, I want to say hi to a few people. Hi to our friend Doree. Hi to Edwina. Hi to JJ in Wisconsin and Christina all the way in Poland. Hi to Ivadine. I feel like I haven't seen you here in a while, girlfriend. Thanks for being here. Hi to Trish in New Jersey and everybody who was in this big storm path. We hope you're drying out and well and safe. Hi to Meg and Diane and Donna. Glad you're here. Lynn in North Carolina. Kathy says that she can't wait to see what goodies we have for her to drool over, and we got them. I hope they're fun for you. I hope they're exciting. Hi to Kay all the way in Vancouver. Terry in Wisconsin. We have a couple of Wisconsin gals up here today. Hi to Cindy in California, and everyone, thank you so much for being here. I want to give away prizes from last week. So last week we did our Pumpkin Talk pillows. So this is a kit, and you can make a pillow or just a panel or just have fun with the pattern even. And so we're giving away 2 of those today from all of the wonderful comments we received after last week's show. And so big congratulations go to Judy Hancock and Cindy Lyman. Congratulations, gals. If you happen to not be in our database, go to our website, click on the contact us and say, hey, I'm a winner, and give us all your information so we can get your Pumpkin Talk pillows to you. So today we have a lot of fun things to share with you, and the fairies are all lined up. And the first up are 2 lovely fairies. Please welcome Trish and Alyssa.
Yay! Hello, everyone. So this time of year we have a couple of fun, popular kits, and one of them is Fantasy Owls. It comes with the MC1 Fall Goodie, 2 ounces of core wool, and a wooden skewer. And this is what they look like. Look at how cute. Awesome. And we do have a free video tutorial on our YouTube for this one, and you can buy it at livingfelt.com.
And if you already have the core wool and skewer, you can get some great dyed wool. We have options of our MC1 Fall Goodie or our MC1 Fall Fun Studio Pack.
Awesome. Up next is Fairy Kayla.
Yay!
Hey everyone, Fairy Kayla here. I just brought back this little guy because we have some exciting news today that Marie and Ann are going to share with you. But I just wanted to share him. I see him every day, and the work on it is just so incredible that I wanted to share him with you. So you probably want to see more than just his little cute face. Yeah, he's really cool and really fun excitement with this class that's coming up. And speaking of elephants, I did have a joke for everybody today. What is really big, green, and has a trunk?
What is really big, green, and has a trunk?
An elephant that hasn't ripened yet.
Oh!
And with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Marie.
Oh, thank you, Kayla. And I just see a big round of hearts for all the fairies. They are our magical crew. They pack your orders. They make absolutely everything we sell and just make all of this possible. So none of this happens with 1 or 2 people. It takes people seen and unseen that my husband, all the fairies, other staff that y'all don't even know, and I just want you to know how grateful we are for all of them and all of you. And we had Kayla bring in Mr. Elephant because we want you to know that the early bird sale for Irina Hughes' elephant class at Felting Tutorials is now on. So I know many of you have been writing to us. In fact, every day we get emails or phone calls. When is the elephant class? When is the elephant class? The pre-launch sale is on now, which means you can register for the class. It is on sale And you can buy the kit. So once you enroll in the class, and I'll just put up the school address one more time. Once you enroll in the class, you will get an email. That email is going to send you the supply list, a link to the supply list, and a link to the kit. The kit and the supply list is reserved only for students. Yep, so check your email for that. If you have Gmail, it tends to swoop them into the promotions folder or the spam folder, so make sure you check them. So this is in needle felting an African elephant with Irina Hughes. It's really an intermediate to an advanced class. It's going to take some time. It's probably one of our longest classes, and really it's just that it's such a behemoth that, of a project. But I want to show you his butt, because it's one of my favorite parts. Look how cute his butt is. But really, the detail on this guy is just amazing. And Irina was here with me. I was like a few weeks back now. Y'all probably remember that. But this is Needle Felting an African Elephant 3D. And again, it's in our school is the only place. Those are live streaming classes. So you're welcome to ask questions about that. But the early bird sale is on now. So I'm going to park him right back here. And that was our first big announcement for today, is that the elephant class is open. And I would like to tell you that we do have some more things, and for that I'm inviting Fairy Ann in with me, and she is going to help me present our new items. And you have the other one too? We'll start.
Yeah.
We're only going to start with one, but we'll start with two. So
Awesome.
Ann is here with me. We have some fun things to share with you. And so we're just going to settle in here somehow and do that, standing or sitting or standing. Oh, well, we'll sit for a bit. Now,
Awesome.
the first item that we're going to share with you has been something that we get asked about a lot, don't we, Ann?
I would say a good percentage.
So, I mean, I don't know. Do you think anyone's even going to like it? What's the chance?
50-50 could go either way.
Could go either way. Okay, well, I want to see some folks that are here with us and say hi. New products are something that it really takes a little while for us to get off the ground. Sometimes can take a lot of effort. But this first item is a brand new item from something that we already have, right? And so we have sort of two similar things, but the very first one, was this the one right here?
It is
This
right
is the very
here.
first one. Okay, this is called DABBLEBOX. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it from the, oh, we need to go to the other camera. Sorry, I thought I switched us. This is DABBLEBOX Landscape.
Yay!
This DABBLEBOX, I'm going to turn overhead here so that you can see this. And let's get a good look at this guy or gal. DABBLEBOX Landscape. Now, something people ask us about all the time is they want our MC1 batting in little increments, don't you say?
Perfect for doing pictures.
Yeah, people always want to know, like, our MC1 traditionally, our MC1 batting, for those of you who don't know, just watch any of our YouTube videos, especially that involves needle felting, because we use it all the time. And MC1 batting is a domestic U.S. short fiber. It is like a medium fineness, so it is 25 micron, short, crimpy fiber, needle felts really well. And traditionally, the minimum increment you could buy it in was 2 ounces.
Yes.
And that was like a soup can, like these guys up here behind us. But when COVID came, we did our best to help, pivot, like everybody pivoted,
Yeah.
right? Everybody pivoted to do our best to offer something that y'all were asking for. But doing little tiny increments proved really, really challenging. And even though we did that, people still wanted more little bits, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, so what we've put together is really a dab. Now, I'll tell you, so we call it a dab, like when a little dab will do ya, but I think that was Brill Creams. I think that was
Is that where that came
Yeah, Brill cream, I think. I don't know what I'm looking at over here. Brill cream. So I don't know if we can use that. But it's like when you just need a little dab of color. So we're going to take you through a DabbleBox landscape. We'll look at just a couple of like little landscapes. And then we'll talk about what the increments are in each and tell you just a little bit more about it. So let's look at the colors of this one first, Anne. And Anne, you're so good with that. Why don't you talk us through these colors here?
Oh.
Okay.
There we
How's
are.
that? There you
Okay. So starting right here in the monochrome colors, this is black onyx, slate, winter gray, storm, cotton white, birch, driftwood, caramel, pumpkin spice, one of my favorites, chestnut, dark chocolate, chimney, vintage red, mandarin, mango, buttercup, bamboo, lemongrass, leaf, true olive, spruce, evergreen, cobalt, Egyptian blue, majestic, Caspian, blue azul, robin's egg, carnival, and sugar plum.
So, let's see. Alicia Shube says, a little dab will indeed do us for landscapes. Shirley Hillbull said, if I could keep my fleeces that organized.
Oh, yes.
And Jessica asked, or somebody asked for, Marilyn asked for which blue. So there's the blues. We have a ton of blues, a ton of greens, our earth tone colors, monochrome colors, so you can do your shading. But we also wanted colors in there for sky, sunset, flowers,
Yeah.
plants, more. The truth is it was hard to whittle it down, but there are 30 colors in this pack, and so I'll just bring it up for you over here. 30 colors in this pack right here, and they are a dab, which is an eighth. It's a small amount, but I do want to show you what that looks like. So this is not going to be your milk bread butter, right? This is like ketchup, mustard, pickles.
Yes.
Or when you're making a tiny sandwich.
Exactly.
Tiny
It's your
landscape.
cucumber.
Yeah, I have some little bags around here somewhere, and I want to show you how big a dab is. And here's what I'll tell you. So the DabbleBox, let's see if I can just kind of get it over here off on the side. The DabbleBox is going to come, so here's an example. It's going to come with 30 colors, and they are individually packaged and labeled by color. So this is what a dab looks like. This is 1/8 of an ounce. And so actually it can go pretty far. Here's another one. So it's like, this one's like the size of my hand. You might also get a long strip. So like this piece could be half as thick and twice as long. It really just depends on how we were packaging it. But every piece was weighed. Every piece was weighed here in the shop. Then they're individually packaged so that you have something to put them back in. And I want to talk to you about that. And they're labeled with the color name on the package. I used to keep my wool on the wall like this, and I had shoe cubbies, like I had it up here, and I had all my MC1 in shoe cubbies, and I would just go up to the wall and pluck. I told Anne it was dangerous because I was like a bird. I would just go up and pluck from the bats the colors that I wanted, and then if I unfurled my bats, I wouldn't have this perfect, big piece, but that's how I liked to use it. And what I found was after I got into my wool, after a while, it was kind of difficult to keep that organized, and now I keep it in bins. But this way, rather than putting each one in a little paper band, which is a little more eco-friendly, but in this case, having each one in a bag, you'll always know what color you have and what color you're out of, what you have going on with that. So with the DabbleBox, this is DabbleBox Landscape. And with the DabbleBox as our starting promotion, we are giving you a labeled storage bin with all 30 colors in it. And we're even throwing in a little free gift, aren't we, Anne?
We are.
What they get?
They get a writing tool.
Yeah, so you're going to get our little wooden single needle holder that says Living Felt on it. And you're also going to get a paper that tells you all the colors in your Dabble box, and they're organized by color family, right?
Yes.
So I know sometimes colors are a little difficult, like we have some browns that people think are in the gray tones.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so let's see what some folks are saying there, Anne. And I'll just show you. So this box, so everything is labeled and organized, and it's packed so full that they're going to kind of pop out of place. So you're going to have to put it to use.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that you whittle down the volume a little bit. But it's a dab. For us is 1/8 of an ounce, and you get a whole 30 colors in the box. Oh, but there's another part of the promotion, isn't there, Anne?
There is.
What's that?
There is. The second part of the promotion is these ship for free.
Yep.
How cool is that?
Yep. So shipping is now, because of the weight, they're going to have to go priority mail or UPS, so they can't ship first class because they're just too heavy overall, right?
Yes.
Because you get the box with it. So that's the deal. 30 colors. One dab of every 30 colors, labeled, individually packaged. I think they're like good grab and go bags.
They are.
Yeah, because you could just choose 5 for a project or 10 for a project and put it and take it with you. So let's see what some people are saying, Anne.
Devin says this would be a great gift for a new felter.
Yeah, I think that's true too.
Yeah.
M. Gomez says, love this Dabble box. This is what I have been looking for. And Southpaw Studio 21, thank you so much. She says, you guys are awesome. Do they ship for free to Canada? To Canada, can we ship them first class?
We could ship them first class.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Because you are going to have the customs. We can't get around that. But we're back in the hole with the UK thing. We can't pre-charge for the UK anymore. We're back to VAT not on board for our UK friends. That's just something. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is Dabblebox Landscape, but that's not all, is it, Anne?
It isn't.
Oh, should we show just a couple of landscapes real fast?
Yeah,
Let's just
do
look
it.
at just a couple. So I'm going to put the box aside. You can put this in your closet, y'all. This is how I keep my wool, is in plastic bins with lids. And these are not fancy landscapes, but these are some landscapes that we did on Woolly Wednesday. And, you know, any of these projects could actually be done with, like, the little Dabble box, because you get a range of blues, greens, yellows even in there, reds, blends. There's so much that you can do, even with simple landscapes. And now these are small, and this box may not, you know, make big landscapes for you, but we were talking about how it could even help you plan colors.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It'll get maybe some colors into your studio that you don't already have. You can play around with blends.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it really approachable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Let's see.
Christine
Yes.
asks how much the Dabble boxes are.
Oh, okay. So the Dabble boxes are shipping, as we're showing, for $60. So it's a $60 box right now. That's the price. And mostly, y'all, it comes down to labor. Like, it takes a lot for the fairies to put these together and individually package and label all these colors. It really does take a lot of time, and we have a lot of colors. So that's really what it comes down to. Now, of course, you can still buy a 1/2 ounce or a 1 ounce or a 2 ounce, or, you know, whatever you like, but right now the dabs are available in the Dabble box.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, Anne?
Oh, goodness. Jackie says, I love those landscapes. Diane says she's on the site right now shopping for them.
Oh, fun. Well, on that note, we have something else to share with you that I hope is going to make you just as happy. And I'm going to put this guy back here, I guess. That's Dabble Box Landscape. What do you got, Anne?
Alrighty, is this another Dabble box by any chance?
We have Dabble Box Critters. Dabble Box Critters is our, now there's only 2 right now, Dabble Box Landscape and Dabble Box Critters. We're going to turn overhead and show you the colors that the fairies have chosen for this. I'm going to start this way, Anne, because you will start on there.
Perfect. Alrighty, we have got black onyx, coal, this is river rock, slate, charcoal, storm, winter, aspen, cotton white. This right here is birch. This is willow, dark chocolate, cinnamon brown, pumpkin spice, chestnut, espresso bean, cafe au lait, oatmeal, linen, suntan, clay, caramel, mango, peachy, soft pink, sorbet, buttermint, true olive, cobalt, and this is Egyptian.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Okay. That's dabblebox landscape. Now, I know a lot of y'all are asking questions. You're asking, does this ship free to the UK? No, we can't ship free to the UK, but I know some of you are regular customers. So right after this, if you would, if you're uncertain, go to the Contact Us page on our website. If you're in the UK, use the Contact Us form, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can do like a shipping credit for that. But right now, we can only ship free to the US and Canada. And that's how the shopping cart is set up too, because otherwise it opens up to all the countries. So we'll see if we can help with that. And this is just during the promotion. We can't guarantee how long that can go on. But we do want to talk a little bit about these colors. And as I know, lots of y'all have lots of questions. So this is the critter colors. We really thought about colors that we see in lots of animals. It may not do a large pet portrait, but it might help you plan a pet portrait and do some of your accent colors and supporting colors. It might help you plan your blends. But if you're doing small pet portraits or even little mini makes, this might be exactly what you need to kind of get that planning going. Like you might have enough to do this part, but then decide how are you going to get the larger part of this animal done. I think you'd have plenty to do this guy, but because he's small, but you might be able to plan how are you going to get the larger part of this done, and you can make your blends and create them and then decide what it is that you want to order when it gets to that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to see what else we have going on. Let's look at some of these questions.
Morgan says that this is just what she's been waiting for.
So fun, so fun. So this is called dabblebox critters, 30 colors. Gina says, so exciting, love, love, love. Karen Cott says you could use the critter box for portraits. Yes, absolutely. Kathy says, looks perfect for any smaller projects needing a variety of woolly colors. Yes, we agree. We call them mini makes.
Yes.
mini makes or places where you just need like a little touch of color. Yes.
Do we want to show some mini makes?
Oh yeah, we brought a couple of mini makes just to give some idea. Now I saw somebody ask about the Hobbit house and the picture that we showed, and we did that last year, did we not? The Hobbit.
Did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we did the Hobbit house picture under our last Woolly Wednesdays. And for those of you who don't know, if you go to our website, you can click on Learn. Go to our website and click on Learn. Under Learn, you're going to see the Woolly Wednesday, you'll see the Woolly Wednesday tab, and there are playlists by year. Now, right now, we only have the last 3 years, and honestly, that's probably where we're going to have to start from. But we have created little picture blocks so you can choose the project, and you can look it up and find that one right there, but we did that. So there's some mini makes now. We brought in the scarecrows, our friend Joanne Strategos of Woolworks by Joanne and Mudworks by Joanne, who makes our fantabulous living felt mugs. Thanks, Joanne. Mentioned on Facebook yesterday, I don't remember mentioning this, but she said, hey, thanks for the suggestion of doing the scarecrows. This is a little tutorial on our website, on our YouTube. It's old. It's kind of old. It's kind of old, but it's fun. It's a good seasonal one. But like with the mini makes, you could make these little guys even.
For sure.
You could make them smaller and make them pins. They don't have to be obnoxious like mine. What do you got? What did you bring?
So cute. Okay, so we've got a Waldorf doll. We did this on the show as well. You can find that under the Learn section of our website. So for this Waldorf doll, her dress, the little embellishment on her dress, dabble boxes would be perfect for this.
Yeah.
Especially you're going to get in each box, you would get a couple colors that would be great for skin tone as well.
Oh, Carol wants a close-up of what? What would you like a close-up of, Carol? We can do that. But tell us what. Dabble box critters, Joyce says. Christmas ornaments with dabble boxes, Sammy says. And Diane says, I love watching the vintage Marie videos. Oh, yeah. You can go back to what I call the McDonald's headset days, where my loving husband, hi Rodney Jean, it's like you have to wear the microphone. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. And yes, Jennifer says, how much per color? It's 1/8 of an ounce. It's a small amount. They're all weighed right here. This is a Hobbit House pincushion. We made this. Did we make it on, Ann says we made it on a show.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's old. It's been around at least a couple of years.
It was before we moved.
Oh, okay.
that.
So we moved in the summer of 2019 to these are new digs, but it's just a silly little pincushion. But there's lots of things you can make with mini makes. So these are our dabble boxes. We're super excited to share them with you. We don't know how much you're gonna love them, and that's why we're sort of doing this like. We're bringing them out. We've been asked so many times if we had littler packages, bigger amounts. We're absolutely doing it here, doing our best.
We're so happy that we finally get to share this with you. It's been on our mind for I don't even know how many years.
And it's taken a lot of time to package all of these. So this is like we've been having to keep secrets from you and not tell you what we're up to. Donna, I'm with you, Donna. I want to meet you, Donna. I don't know if it's Mundinger or Munninger. She says, mini makes are about the only things I ever finish. Me, you. I'm like I've just figured out in the last couple of years. Yeah, make it small, and I'm like happy as can be. Let's keep it small. Rose says she loves the Waldorf doll. Did I read the wrong? Rose says she read, sorry. Somebody said they like the Waldorf. I missed it. They're all moving too fast. That's Liz. And then Rose says she just watched The Scarecrow the other day. And JMP 1229, Joanne, says, I hope you have enough inventory. You're going to be swamped.
Oh, yeah.
We're ready, girl. Like, just bring it.
Bring it on.
Karen, is there a tutorial for the Waldorf dolls? Yes, there are 2, I think, from last year. So, again, go to our website and would you give them a ping right there.
Absolutely.
Go to the website. Click on the Learn tab and you will find, go to the Woolly Wednesday set from last year, 2020, and you will find the Waldorf dolls. I don't think we did them this year. I think it was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah, because I think we did hairstyles one time and the dolls another. But also even the bee doll starts you with the same basic build-up concept, our little bee fairy. Okay. Alicia says these will be great for her pins. Yeah.
Oh, perfect for
great mini makes. Marilyn says she's working on the Waldorf bee doll now.
So fun.
And cool. Okay, so we're excited for that. Those are our dabble boxes. Again, right now we're shipping them in a labeled plastic bin for you. Every color is labeled. You're going to get a free righty tool, which is our little wooden single needle felting holder. You're going to have a list inside that groups all of the colors by color family, and each one is individually bagged. So we look forward to hearing your feedback on them. They really are just little dabs packed with loving care, and every single one is weighed. So
yes.
You know, moisture changes, wool absorbs and releases moisture, so just keep that in mind. We're talking like little measurements here, but everyone is weighed, and if anything, it's over.
Yes.
That's our policy. If
Can
anything,
confirm.
it's over. That is our policy. Okay, y'all, well, I do have one more thing to share with you, and for that, I think Anne is going to be helping to man the phones.
Oh, yeah.
Because this one is a little different. And we're excited about it too, but it's like a real special thing. Like these aren't special; these are special.
We're just dazzling everybody today.
I know. Okay, so, I know. I'm gonna grab one more thing here. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Anne.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, I need that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Anne. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so we have one more thing to share with you. This is really special. Thank you so much, Anne. And it's so special, and there's not a lot of them at the moment. So the reason Anne is going to go help me on the phones is because this next thing I'm going to show you, the only way to order it at this time from us is going to be to call, and or if you can't get through on the phones, will be to send a CRM, not an email, send a CRM to the website by using the Contact Us page, because we only have so many that we will sell and then so many that we will make available on the next round. And I'm very excited to share this with you. This is a very special thing. It is a needle felting tool that some of you have seen, and it's another secret I've been keeping from you, but it is official that Living Felt is the only U.S. retailer who is authorized to carry the Solar Bee. So I know some of you have seen this, and I'm going to share it with you a little bit right now and tell you about it. The Solar Bee is an electric needle felting tool. I'm going to give you a little glimpse of it right here so you can check it out. It's electric, it's handheld, it has a tilt function so that you can needle felt at different angles. They come in a variety of colors. Ours are also going to be a variety of colors. This is one of the early models which we have, and this is my personal model, which is one of the early models as well. But it is made by this lovely couple in Russia called Alla and Oleg. And I have been working with them and cooking this up. So excited to bring it to you. Now there's a very limited quantity. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it and a little bit about what's included with it. But I will also say that for everyone who buys this from us, there will be an owner's video by me that introduces you more to the tool as well as the safety features and how you're going to want to work with it. It's called the Solar Bee. I don't know why they chose that name. It's adorable. They're adorable. She's a needle felter, and he was brewing up this tool, and I love seeing some of the really early renditions of it. But it's electric, and it's amazing. So there was an electric needle felting tool a few years back that I demoed and I showed, and I basically made an effort to kind of talk people out of it as much as share them with how it was. Like, some people loved it and some people did not. And there were things about it that kept us from continuing to sell it, and that was mostly reliability. But this thing is a workhorse, and I want to tell you that this Solar Bee is nothing like that other needle felting tool that we stopped carrying many years ago. So I'm going to turn mine on and show you a couple of things and hopefully answer a couple of your questions. But again, I'm going to tell you that the only way to order it is special order by the phone or customer service, because we have a very limited quantity in-house. We have another quantity shipment that's coming now, and we're only going to pre-sell, once we sell through our current stock, we're only going to pre-sell that many. So I know that y'all are already, I can see the feed over here in my preview. Okay, so I know some people have them. Edwina Wood says, I'm so glad you have them. Alicia says she already ordered one. That's awesome. Me too, y'all. Me too. Will you use on the demos? Would love to see you use it. I probably won't use it all the time because I don't want to intimidate people who don't have it, but I want to tell you that it's amazing for speed. So let me just grab a couple of things here, and I want to show you the tool. I want to let you hear it. And I'm glad if you bought it. I'm glad if you bought it from them directly. I did too, and I just fell in love with it, and I wanted to bring it to our people here in the United States, and I'm really grateful that Alla and Oleg are working with us, and that they trust us, and that we're going to be the only U.S. retailers to sell it. So that's a real honor. Now, what's interesting about this tool is there's two ways to turn the power on. There is a power on the unit, and this is not going to be a whole how-to video, but I want to show it to you a little bit. There is a power right here on the unit, but there is also a little power adapter over here that it comes with. I've got my cords running on the table here. There's a little power adapter that it comes with. So I like to always turn both of them off before I get started, and then I can turn the power adapter on, and it's adjustable, which means this thing can go fast or slow, because this goes up and down. So I can bring it like all the way down to 9, and I can bring it up really fast. So I'll adjust the speed while I'm on with you. And I just want you to hear it to start. So I've got this loaded with, I think I put 36 triangles in there. 38 stars in there last night. Let me look. Oh no, I think I put, I don't know what's in there. Like a 38 or something is in here. So I'm gonna turn it on. That is one quiet machine. And now I'm going to turn up the speed. And look how amazing that is. Okay, I'm going to turn it down for a second. Okay, I'm going to use this a little bit on some of these balls that I already have felted, because I want you to show you how gentle it is, and I'll just acquaint you with it a little bit. And again, I'll try and answer some questions for you on it. But what I want to tell you is we're selling this as like a little bundled needle felting kit. When you buy this tool from us, you're going to get this tool. You're going to get 3 packs of felting needles unpainted, because we want to use unpainted needles in the tool. We're going to give you, but they're going to be unique packs. They're 4 packs. This holds 3 needles, but we're giving you an extra one just in case some calamity should arise and you bend a needle. So our starting pack, you're going to get 4 36 triangles, 4, I think they're 38 triangles, and then 4 42 triangles. We're also going to give you a little pack of wool to play with. It'll just be our MC1 and core wool, just in case you've never ordered that with us before. You're going to get the voltage meter. You're going to get replacement they have these little, this little gasket here. That might not be the right word, but you get a couple of these, and there's these little bushings inside of here in case those come loose. You get those. And we also have some felting machine oil. And then I've written up a ton of just basically a getting started guide, as well as a safety guide and all the things for you to think about when you're using the tool, just to pay attention to. And then we're going to do an owner's video. So it's really a whole thing. And again, we're shipping this initially for free. This one in the US only. Only in the US I can ship this item for free. And it's going to come also in a plastic bin. It will be labeled, and the price for that whole bundle is $255. So it's really awesome. I hope that you'll check it out, and let me just share it with you a little bit right now. Okay, so I'm going to work on, for example, here's a little ball that I already started. Now, I made this egg and this ball both with the tool last night. Let me get in here a little bit, because I want you to see one of the things I like about this tool is that it doesn't leave track marks like the old tool did. And I can turn on my voltage meter always first, and I'm going to put my tool on, and I want to show you how you can just glide this across your piece. I'll even go, you can move your hand, you can stay in one place, you can go in, you can flatten the bottom. I really like the fact that you can move while you have this tool. Now, the one thing I will say is I'm not going to be trying to read your questions, because you want to really keep your fingers out of the way here. But I really like using this with the fine needles as a gradual compression. I find that it works really, really well, even working with the fine needles. And I've needle felted this whole egg with these 42 triangles, these really fine needles. And it's nice that it's gotten so firm, even not having to use a really coarse needle. I would like to change out to a coarse needle and show you that as well, and show you how well it does drive lines. But I'll tell you that you can use this with 1 needle, with 2 needles, or with 3. I think that's really fantastic. And that's one thing that this other tool did not have available to it. So before I change my needle, I want to see what else. Is it useful for 2D pieces as well? That question comes from Margot. Yes, Margot, it is. In fact, I wanted to use it on one of the pictures I already have, so I could show you that you can use it. So let's see. I'll surrender one of my let's take one of my pet portraits. We'll take this little guy. And I will show you on him. Okay, I will show you on him. So going straight down, and I know that you can see like it's already flat, but let's say you wanted to go over the whole thing to kind of finish it up, then you're gonna have to kind of stay where you are and hold it in place. And I would be doing this, I would want to do this with the fine needles. Like I would put in my 42 needles. So you can see that I'm not leaving any track marks on this at all. It really is very gentle. And you can also use it with one needle. So to change a needle, and I'll make sure I put in a coarse needle here. To change a needle, we always want to turn it off, and I always want to turn off the voltage meter. You can also unplug it here at the tool, unplug it at the wall outlet. But all we do is loosen this little nut right here. And I like to hold on to the needles just to give a little friction and move this back. Again, I will do a whole owner's video for anyone who buys this from us, and then the needles are just held in this little housing here. So I'm going to take this out. Oh, I didn't bring in, I only brought in one stub, so we always have to put in a little stub of a needle for balance on the tool when you use it with fewer needles. So that means I need to put in one cut needle, and then I need to put in, I'm going to put in 2 coarse needles. Now, in the documentation that I'm giving you, which we've written up, the safety documentation and the guidelines, we tell you all of the details, all of the parts of your tool. We tell you how to properly load these needles, you know, how to use the oil, all of that stuff is included in the documentation, and it will also be on the owner's video. So we'll help you get all of this done right. And I just want to screw this back in. Yeah, it's very easy. It's very, very easy to do. Now, every time I turn mine back on, turn it on, I want to hear that it's as quiet like as it was, and if it's not, then I kind of adjust and make sure all my needles are seated flush, everything's down, because all we really have here is balance, you know, and a bit of friction, and I didn't oil my needle housing, but I will show y'all how to do that on the owner's video. So because I'm on camera, I can't quite get her done. Which is how it is, isn't it? Okay. Bear with me here, y'all. I'm all thumbs at the moment. And I'm going to answer some of your questions too, but I want to show you, I've been needle felted this little pumpkin over here off to the side. He's adorable, and I made the whole thing with this little tool. And I want to show y'all, I want to show everyone who gets it a few tips and things so you know how to use it. But you can use it on a variety of projects, and if you're doing big projects, it can really help you. So I didn't want to do this on camera because I knew I'd be like not able to see. It's kind of like threading a needle on camera. If you're doing big projects, it can really help you get through like the bulk of that work. Okay, so see how the tip goes down? It's so cool how you can do that. All right. Cool. All right, so I brought in a little pumpkin for you. I did make this whole pumpkin with this tool, and I thought I would do it on camera, but maybe we'll do it another time or on the owner's video. He's pretty dense. I made him with our core wool and our MC1 batting, and you can get these nice little deep lines in here using the tool. And like I said, you can do just one needle in here, or you could do like 2 needles in here. And I'm going to go right down this. Oh, it's fine. Oh, not quite yet. Okay. I'm just driving deep lines in here with just 2 needles. But, you know, using 2 needles, you don't have to use them in a line like this. So I have some dark wool in there just to create my lines. And here I'm then just following over that dark wool to make them even even deeper. You can see that I'm really driving that line in there. Like this line is very mellow, and now I'm going to drive it in really nice and deep. So if you have hand issues, this thing, I think it weighs maybe close to a pound, but it's not hard on your hands to hold, and the vibration is not so much that it's bothersome. I find it actually very comfortable, and it makes the task of especially even just building up something like this, it really reduces the strain on your hand. But you know, it's an investment. It's not going to be for everybody, but it really can help you with larger projects. But I also even like to use it on small projects. So I want to, Carol asked, does your hand vibrate? You can feel the vibration, Carol, but I don't find it uncomfortable. And ask anybody, I'm not a power tool girl. I rarely even felt with an electric sander. The last felting tool that we had, I didn't personally choose to use it. I find this pretty comfortable to use, and I've enjoyed using it. I've enjoyed it even on small projects and how fast it can make that work go. Yes, Marilyn says it's so wild that you can glide over wool without snapping a needle. I agree. I think it's amazing. And you can make this thing go even faster, but I love that you can like sort of swirl it around and it doesn't snap. I think that's just incredible. Laura says it looks like a time and wrist saver. I'd want to use some kind of leather glove or thimbles. I meant to tell you, yeah, so that you don't get these fingers. Also in the box, we're including our finger friends, which is just, you know, it's a finger and a thumb. We're including the finger friends while you get acquainted, but I want to tell you, like, this is not the tool to like watch something while you're using, because it's just these needles are moving too fast. You really want to pay attention while you're working to what you're doing. Terry. Janlyn says she got it. She can't wait. That's awesome, Janlyn. I know you're going to love it. And so how long does it take to make a dryer ball with a tool and without? You know, it really depends. So that was from Tracy. She says she's new. Tracy, make your own dryer ball and decide how big and how dense you want it to be. You know, dryer balls can be made in the washing machine, so you don't have to needle felt them. But to make a really dense 4-ounce ball, I would definitely use some kind of tool, and I would wrap that thing so tight so that it has a nice bounce to it. I would wrap it really, really tight, but I will tell you, this thing does speed up the process. We never had a tool like this before that held multiple needles and was handheld and adjustable. Now, one of the things about the last tool on the market was that it was constantly overheating. This big thing back here is all, my husband said, that's a huge heat sink. He's kind of knows electronics and stuff, unlike me, and he was right. So this right here is a great big heat sink, but it doesn't get hot, and you don't even need to touch it. But you can see, like, it's not hot. So this enables the tool to keep going and power, which is really awesome. And so I got the tool, and my friend Irina Hughes, who made this amazing elephant behind me, she has one with, I don't know whether it's 1 needle or 2 needles, but she uses hers all the time also, and only wished that she had gotten the 3 needle. That's why we got the 3 needle, because it's the most flexible. We could sell the ones that have only 1 needle or 2 needle, but I know from personal experience that when you have something that's kind of like less than, you find that now you want to reinvest and get the next. So some people end up buying 2 so they can have them loaded with different size needles. But I'm just saying, if you think that you've been wanting an electric tool in your life, I think this tool is amazing. So I want to see what some more of you are saying. For the warranty, Judy, call us and place your order, because the warranty is going to be coming from us. And as I'm going to say, if this thing, if it's undamaged and it fails you, then I'm going to want to replace it. And if the machines continue, if they do fail and the percentage is off, then I won't carry them. But we're not seeing that, and they're not seeing that either. They're not seeing people need a replacement due to failure. So please call. The gals can share what our return policy is, and they can also share what the warranty is. But if I'm selling it, I'm putting my thumb of approval on it, so it should last for you. And so, yeah. would be pretty standard. Okay, dear Santa, says Maureen. I love it. Okay, let me see what else. I had the other tool you mentioned. I didn't really like using it though. I understand that, Linda, and I was the same way, but this tool I feel completely different about. Well, you're welcome, Laura. She says thanks. Alicia says, I have the single one. I'm not going to lie. I wish I'd waited and got the 3, but she's still happy. That's awesome. That's very good. So I really am happy to carry this tool. I will be sharing more with you of everyone who buys it from us. And then maybe occasionally I'll do some projects with it. I don't want to intimidate people who don't have the tool from getting it, because I know it's a really big investment and it's not needed for needle felting. You see me, I use single needles all the time, or a little rubber banded cluster of 3. This is a big jump from a rubber banded cluster of 3 or 4 42 triangles needles, and I get that, but for people like me who just can't get enough of felting, this might just be the tool. So let me do one more thing here. Please show you how you add wool with the tool. Okay, Chris, let me build up a little bit on this ball that I have. Make sure all my stuff is off. Okay, so like for example, here is a ball. I like to prop it sometimes just like that. Here's a ball that I've already started, just so that we can get a little underway. And I'm gonna add some wool to it. So let's pull off a strip of wool, and I'm gonna add wool to this, this ball so y'all can see how we put that on. Here we go. Oh, and but I did put the coarse needles in here, so we should keep that in mind. I didn't put the fine needles, which is where I would prefer to do here. So I'm gonna wrap this around. Why don't we'll just go all the way around rather than anywhere else. Now, you just want to make it easy for yourself. Just tack that down initially so it stays, but you can see that wool is all nice and loose. And so I'll turn this on. These are coarse needles, so I don't really need them this coarse. And I'm gonna watch the tool and not you. My preference would be at this point is I would put the fine needles on, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but I don't want to change them again now that we're on camera. I think I maybe should, just to show y'all the difference with putting on the fine needles. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, real quick, I'm going to see if I can put the fine needles in here. The reason is this ball is pretty well felted. And so what you see is the more coarse needles you have going into a already felted project, you're going to have more resistance. There's always more resistance. When you have more resistance, you get a little more bounce. And the bounce isn't really going to help you felt. So I love using this with the fine needles, and I like using fine needles sometimes for building up shapes also. If I use a coarse needle, usually I would use just a single coarse needle. And right now I'm putting in 3 42 triangle needles back into the tool. Now, I know y'all are messaging. I see people saying they've messaged. I know y'all are probably trying to get in on the phone. The evidence that Anna's not back in here means that they're out there manning the phones. Thank you for your trust. I hope you love the tool, everyone who tries it. And I hope that the next shipment comes on through. See, that one was much easier. So now I switched out to my 42 triangle needles, and we're going to continue just needle felting this little ball. Yeah, you're going to like this better, and I'll show you so you can see right away. I've got the fine needles in now, the finest needles we carry, and here's this loose, sticky, uppy stuff. Here we go. The fine needles really make short work of this, adding 2. It's It's much easier than the coarse needles. Okay, I'll probably stop there. I'll stop there for the moment because this is just now getting down to, you probably can't even see as much what's happening, but the ball continues to get firm just like you would expect as you continue to add wool to something that's already firm. So I love using it with the 42 triangle needles. I've made balls with the coarser needles and the fine needles, and with the coarser needles I kind of like fewer, and with the fine needles I like more. So it's an awesome tool. It's called the Solar Bee. Right now we're only selling him by special order. That's because we don't want to oversell, promise to sell more than we can deliver. So we're selling up the ones we have now. When those are sold out, we'll make available the next round for pre-order. And after that, we're going to ask you to put it on your wish list, and we'll go back and revisit everyone who it's on their wish list. On our website, we have a wish list, and we'll look at that and email all of you when it's available again. But this is a really, this is a boutique product. It's made by a couple. It's not made in some big factory in China. When you buy this tool, you're supporting those artisans, which I really love. We didn't want to get a copycat tool. We wanted to support the people who really came up with this innovation, because they're artists just like you and me. And I love that they're a family working together. They're mother, father, and daughter. It's the mother that's the needle felter and the father who made the tool. And we just love supporting them as well. So thank you all so much for that. Let me see what y'all have to say. Patty Boyle says it sounds like a cat purring. I love that. Great. I'm glad you all have it on your wish list. That's awesome. Yes, it's called the Solar Bee. Chris, have I poked myself? Yes, I did. I was watching a show and my finger did connect with the tool, but it was nothing but a pinprick. I didn't get hurt, but I'm still going to say watch out to what you're doing. So again, we are selling it it's coming to you as a kit. It's a complete kit. So you're going to get the tool. You're going to get 3 packs of felting needles that have 3 different sizes, coarse to fine, and you're going to get 4 of each of those needles. You're also going to get a little play pack of wool, some little core wool and MC1, so you just have something to play with if you've never had that. We're going to give you some oil for your tool. We're going to give you a finger friends, a finger and a thumb protector. It's going to come in a plastic storage box. You're going to get a quick start guide. You're going to get information that we ask you to please make sure you read, and then we're offering free shipping just in the US only on this tool, y'all. That's the only one we can do. The Solar Bee. So they brought in the magic pumpkin for me here today. I thank you all so much for sticking with me as we've announced our elephant. For those who joined in late, the elephant class on Felding Tutorials is now open for early bird registration. Register now, check your email for your supply list and a link to the kit. Those are only visible to students. And this class opens officially on September 17th. We're so excited to see your elephants. Please give yourself time to make these guys. Take your time, have fun, no rush. This is a beast. It's a really big project. And also, thank you everyone for your kind comments on our dabble boxes. We're excited to share those with you. And what else can I tell you? I know that the magic pumpkin has arrived, so we have prizes to give away. And let me see what we have to give away. What are we giving away? Oh, we are giving away 2 MC1 goodie bags. So we have some really fun goodie bags. Trish shared one with you. That was the fall goodie bag. Tons of colors in there. You get like 12 colors. They're not labeled, but they are thematic. So we have a all-around goodie, we have a winter goodie, a rainbow goodie, and a fall goodie. I think that's all. So I have names here. The fairies are not back. That means they're busy on the phones. I'm going to draw 2 names for our MC1 goodie bags, and thank you all so much for joining me today, hanging out with me and Anne and all the fairies. I have 2 names. Our MC1 goodie bags today are going to Leslie. It says Leslie Michelle. I don't know if it's Leslie Michelle, and to Christine Yinkst. So congratulations, gals. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out with us. We think right now there's not a show next week. Thank you for being here. Please leave your comments down below, and we'll meet back with you super duper soon. I hope your fall is off to a great start. Most of all, just take really good care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Hug somebody you love today, and we'll see you next time. Join us in our group, Living Felt Friends, and please do tag us, especially if you make anything with these dabble boxes. We can't wait to see what you make and what you're up to. We appreciate you guys. Bye. Thank you.